have a very flamboyant lifestyle. Everyone is asking saan mo siya kinuha.
You know, my parents live flamboyantly. My dad's a doctor, my mom's a registered nurse. So my dad was the president of the medical society, Rizal Medical Society, and helped put up different hospitals. And they will always have events, ribbon cutting, yung mga meetings, PMA, Philippine Medical Association, he was an advisor as well. So they will have parties, and I would see my mom dressed up. I'm proud to say also, I don't know if people will say this should be proud of, my mom is good friends with the Marcoses, with Imelda. Because my mom is actually Ilocana. But Imelda's not really from Ilocos. She's really from, Leyte and everything. I don't know if it's Leyte. I don't know exact place. Anyways, at the end, they became good friends. And when I see them together, it's like, wow.
If there is one thing that you would like to say to your father, who is your parang, from your words, your mother is a role model of your fashionista, and your father is parang your role for being
a strong,
independent.
Oh, make me want to cry.
Yeah. Is there anything that you want to tell your father that hindi mo pa siya nasabi no?
Bago siya mawala?
Yeah, what is it?
I love you, Daddy. I keep on telling him, I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. Always. And you know what? I have a story to say. Please don't edit this, but this is very, very nice. One time, nagpa-check up ako because I thought I had kidney stones. So, sabi ng daddy ko, kasi doktor yun eh, pinadala niya ako sa hospital, pa-ultrasound ka, ipa-check ka. Pag-check up nun, kilala ko yung doktor mismo nag-check up ng ultrasound. Ma'am, sabi niya, ilan taon na po kayo? That time I was 30 years old. 30 years old. Ma'am, may anak po kayo? Napagano ako sa doktor. Sabi ko, wala po akong anak. Naku ma'am, sayang pala kung nagkaanak kayo, no? Ang gaganda siguro ng mga anak ninyo. Ano ho bang hinahanap nyo? Yung mattress nyo. So, wala pala akong, akala, you're looking for the mattress. Before you actually look at you have to look at the kidneys, di ba? So, dadaan ka dun sa area na yon. Natawa, and my dad laughed so hard afterwards, and that was the time that he truly accepted me. Na parang that story, na parang, tawa siya ng tawa, anak, at the end, wala ka talagang matres, ganun siya. But, so anyways, at the end, I will tell him, I love you, and Dad, mission accomplished. I'm still taking care of my sister. I have a sister who's an old maid. She is 63 years old, and I take care of her. I support her. I love her, like I'm also their own, and like she's also my own, and I take care of her. What else can I tell her? I will never stop loving our family. And I will never fail you. That's it. I don't want to cry anymore. That's all.
Parang I'm already getting the point of your story. I mean, not on the pageant world, not on your being a trans woman. First basic is your family. Parang everything is put on places. I mean, everything was put on places. Everything was written down.
Yes, and everything is a competition for our dad. Who is the best? Who is the best? Because my dad is, like old-time Spanish style way of thinking. Kung sino the best, siya ang mahal na mahal ko. Ganyan yung mga striktong mga fathers. Tapos pag we will eat in a table, kailangan sabay-sabay kakain, wala magsasalita, walang kukwentuhan. Ganyan, everybody will wash their hands before they eat. Tapos no one will talk. Only daddy will talk. Mga ganyan. Tapos bawal ang hindi sasabay sa pagkain. Pag hindi kompleto, no one will eat.
You must be really very thankful to the family.
Oo, I am very thankful, yes. I know.
I mean, parang, we just know Barbie as a very, parang, Chanel girl, very classy, very social.
At before I didn't have any Chanel. Most of my Chanels are from my mom. So, I didn't have Chanel. My mom had the Chanel. I would borrow it. But, I was also brought up in an iron fist. My parents were very, very strict. Bawal ganito, bawal. Papasok ko na school. My school kasi was an all-boys school, Pasig Catholic College. All-boys noon that time na yun. That's very well-known people graduated there. Yan Bautista is from Pasig Catholic. Joven Kat Bautista is also from Pasig Catholic College. Bambi Arambulo is also from Pasig Catholic College. It's all boys school. Bawal doon yung naka-makeup, Pupunta ako alis ako pa first school, naka-knapsack. Pagpasok ko sa school, naka-tackle bag na ako. Tackle box, yung uso dati na ganon. Tapos naka-lipstick, naka-blush on. Pero bawal yon. And talagang my dad, Sobra. Minsan ikukulong. I even experienced na patulugin ako sa kwarto ng maid. Now I can laugh at it. Before, I would cry. But because, na yun, matutuwa na lang ako. Tatawa na lang ako. Pinatulog ako sa kwarto ng mga maid.
Parang the narrative of it, parang yung story of your family, parang you, I'm sorry to say,
yes,
adopted, and now
yes,
you're the heiress of everything.
No, you don't have to be sorry. That's a fact.
I mean,
yes,
you are the heiress of this. Parang everything was put online on you.
In preparation,
Yeah.
sort of like that. I feel prepared.
Thankful and-
I'm happy. I'm no matter what, at the end, I'm grateful. That's the best word I can say. I am grateful and I have utang na loob to them because if it wasn't for them, I probably would be dead. By now, dead. And also, to Daddy Rayan, if it wasn't also for Daddy, sila ang my parents gave me life, but Rayan ang nagtugtong ng life ko. Continued my life. So, everything connects. My parents gave me life. Rayan continued my life. So, that's why.
Let's talk about your beauty. Your endless, parang timeless beauty. I really can see there are a lot of beautiful trans that is above, I mean.
Super. Dami nila.
But you're one of the really, parang understandable na why? Why that beauty? I mean, the first question is, how much is that worth? Everybody would ask me, how much is that worth?
Baka
Not the dress, not the Gucci necklace, and the Gucci belt and the necklaces. But how much is the
physical body.
Yeah.
Alam naman ng mga tao sa mga pageant business na meron akong carjack sa balakang, so i-minus na natin yun, ha? Negative na natin yun, okay? At least I'm honest. I'm gonna be honest about this already. Guys, it's not the worth. It's not on how much that you spent on your body, but it's the gratification that you get out of that. You want to buy something not for the sake, for example, you want to buy a bag, not for the sake to be seen with that bag, but because it makes you happy. And after it makes you happy, it makes you joyful. Like now, at first, when I did my body, it makes me happy. But when I look at it right now, I am joyous. Why? Because this is like inner joy coming from within. Because I have reached the pinnacle of what I can be. For example, explain ko, dati akong, there's thing dangling down there, it's gone. I was happy when it's gone, but now I'm joyous because I'm fulfilled. So, to go back to your question, how much will I cost? How much do I cost? How much am I? Physical.
Until this day.
Until this day. Oh my God, baka sabihin nilang
I could buy a
OA.
house.
Oo, can I buy a house and a car? Not in Pasig, maybe Cavite or somewhere in Laguna. There, a house there. How much are the houses there? Don't forget, it's not just the surgeries, it's the maintenance, the Botox, the Ulthera, the veneers, the cleaning every 3 months. What else? The Luta injections. The, what else, girls? The nails. Although now it's sponsored. Thank you, Elite Nails Pasig. The hair extensions. It's hard to maintain. But if you can maintain it, go ahead. If you have the means, go ahead. If it makes you happy, go ahead. And if being happy makes you joyful and joyous, then go ahead. Life is so short. Although people will say there are other things, di ba, na pwedeng ipagtabi, bili mo na lang ng bigas yan, ibili mo na,
But that's how you found joy.
Yeah, at saka there's bigas naman coming from Nueva Ecija and from Pangasinan, so you know what I mean.
You are so beautiful. And
No naman!
I mean, honestly, you're beautiful, frankly speaking. But there are a lot of people
Who doesn't
telling-
like, yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of people telling that you're a Barbie doll. Does it hurt?
No! It came from me. I've learned in life that you should stop demeaning yourself because it brings your personality on you as a person down. It's wrong daw. I read that in a book somewhere. I know sometimes I read. And yes, I do read. Anyways, I read books, not just Instagram posts. I really read. They thought you should not demean yourself. And that time kasi, there was all gel as the bulldog and then me Barbie dog. Because of my pyong that I had so much na in-inject ni Nonit Lim na bumagsak here. So, after that, pinahigop ko na siya, nawala na siya. Hindi na ako tatawag ng Barbie doll. Because they had to make yung mga, what do you call this one? A marker for each contesera. So, there's Barbie Anderson, there's Barbie Ann Wolf, and then there's Barbie Liit, and then there's Barbie Dog. So, I'm the Barbie Dog. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's just a name.
It doesn't hurt you.
At first, it does. Especially if it was a person of my closeness na nagsabi nun. Close kaming kaibigan ko na sinabi niya yun, ay, si Barbie Dog. Mahihurt ako. Pero now, you can say whatever you want to say. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't make me less of a person, or it doesn't make me, poorer. I mean, not poorer, but make me feel, lose my self-confidence. No, it's okay. It's just words.
If there's anything that you would like to say to the trans watching us right now about being beautiful, being famous, being an influencer, any advice coming from Barbie?
I don't want to say be humble, because that's plastic. Come on, guys. If you want to be humble, di sana don't flaunt your new clothes or your new phone. You cannot be humble. It's for us in the community, for us to be accepted in the community, we have to show our phones, maganda ang makeup, show our new clothes or anything. I can't say you can't be humble, but I think I can tell them is to pay it forward. Pay it forward, meaning whatever blessings that you have, share it to other people, and those other people will share it to other people, and share it on and move on. That's how I think. Like what you do, Mama Ten. Whatever Ate Ten, whatever you show on YouTube that you touch other people's lives by giving them their gifts for Christmas, or even just to help other people. Me watching that makes me feel that I want to do more as well, because I know I can. So you pay it forward, and now I'm paying it forward to other people. So, you're not just because you're 10-10. You touch my life also by doing things like that. So, I want them also to touch other people's lives by paying it forward. So, they see me beautiful, famous, and everything. If you have the means, by all means, share your means. If you're blessed, sobra-sobra, share it. Ano ba naman yung 5,000, 10,000 pesos? I-share mo. Tapos kahit hindi mo na i-post, kung gusto mo i-post, go ahead. Wala, problema mo na, eksena mo na yan. Kung ayaw mo i-post, wag mo i-post. It's up to you. Pero iba ang feeling of sharing and giving. Ng buong puso, Yun. I think that's the best I can do. And it will become a better place. That's the best I can
say. There are a lot of multi-million-dollar questions for Miss Barbie.
Multi-million.
First, the question of you and Lars Pacheco.
Okay.
It's probably 1 year?
Yes, almost. Well, soon to be. Mga so May ba yun?
May?
Yes.
Everyone is asking about you and Lars Pacheco. Are you now getting in touch with each other?
You know what? I have to say, after how many months? This month, I have finally sucked it up. Swallowed my pride.
So you are telling us that how many months?
Almost 8 months, 9 months, like that. I swallowed up my pride and I apologize. I apologize for hurting her feelings. All of us, we make a mistake, we commit a mistake. You say sorry if you know that you made a mistake. Whether if you're the president of the Philippines, whether you're the richest man in the world, if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter if the person that you're apologizing is your same level or lower level or a higher level. You just say sorry sincerely.
So what have you learned from that experience?
That there is no timeline to apologize sincerely, Kasi may tao, they will just say sorry, but they're not sincere. So sometimes it took a while for me to apologize sincerely. That realism na real ka. Pwede ako mag-sorry sa kanya anytime. Pero kung hindi ka naman real inside yourself, who are you joking? You're joking yourself. So you're being fake. Fake na nga lahat ng mga retoke, di ba? You have to be fake. You know what I mean? So be real. So it took me a couple of months to actually be real and suck it up and swallow my pride and genuinely apologize. And I wrote her a long letter on Facebook, and I want to talk to her, call her up, but I think the time will come, we will cross paths, and again we will hug each other and become friends again.
You are one of the misunderstood and very vocal person in our world, in trans world. You tell everything that you wanted to. Talagang you are very frank, understood, very vocal.
Yes.
Is it a disadvantage or advantage for you?
It's two. It could be a disadvantage because, you know, sometimes you speak too much and you end up hurting other people's feelings. But second is that you're also being true to yourself. And people see you who for you are and what you are. So if you're true to yourself, people will try to emulate you. That ako rin, ganyan din ako. I will say whatever I want to say, you know, and that makes that person a stronger person and more self-confident. So two. But, you know, I think it's all about balance. You balance it. You have to balance that when you speak from your mind, not from your heart. So when I spoke about how I felt about Lars, it came from here. But actually, I should be speaking from here. That's why they made this on top of your heart. So it's all about balance. You balance it. And if ever you did something wrong, learn. Learn from that mistake, then apologize sincerely and genuinely. Title ba?
Yeah.
First lang yata eh.
You have one post that is saying that you're not insignificant and forgotten. Ano ba ang mas masakit? Ang malaos o ang matalo?
You know, I think when you get laos, you will still go down in history. And your name will always be there. For example, tumanda ako, mawala man ako, ganyan-ganyan. The name will always be there, Maria Barbie and Arcache. You will come out of their memories. Matalo ka, talo is a life lesson. You know, when you lose, you take that lesson in life and it makes you stronger to achieve the goal, to win again. So, you know, both of them, I think there's no comparison. There is no comparison. I think what is more hurtful is nothing. It's how you accept it. I think when you get older, you have to learn to have this word or adjective called longevity. It's a noun. I don't know if it's a noun. Is it a noun or an adjective? Longevity. When you say longevity, it's just like Mariah Carey. You know, Mariah Carey, she's really...
Oh, but she's there.
Yeah, she's there. Regine Velasquez, she's still there, you know. And then, Barbie Arcache.
Yeah.
She's not all the time winning a pageant, but people still talk about her.
Yeah.
You know, good or bad.
To inject, Barbie Arcache is there. Why kailangan niya pang maging relevant? I mean, why should Barbie still be relevant?
Because I know I can still inspire people. Become their better versions of themselves. Who doesn't want to be? Like you, Ate Ten, you want to become better. You still want to evolve to a higher Ten. I still want to evolve to a higher Barbie. And if I become to a higher Barbie, I can inspire other people to do the same. They can become a better versions of themselves, di ba? For example, a pageant, contesera, ganyan-ganyan, pak, after nila mag-contest, what's next after that? Businesswoman. You start your own business, help your family. What's next? Pak, buy yourself a house. You see, that's what I'm trying to say. You evolve to a higher person, to a higher version of yourself, and you inspire people to do the same. If you're just stagnant, you're just matter, you're just occupying space. You have to evolve to a higher being, to your next level.
Yeah, so you're connecting, you're telling us about you're going to another level, which is your advocacy.
Yes.
Everyone is asking, is that a facade? Ibig sabihin,
Drama ba yan? Drama ba yan? Oo.
Many are attacking you now that lahat ng mga pinakikita mo ngayon is all just a facade of you, that advocacy, that giving the little one.
Yes.
I mean, they're attacking you now.
Drama ba yan? Oo.
That is a facade. That is just
Para masabing mabait na si Barbie or anything like that. Parang, ay, nagpapakaya na mahirap para masabing mabait siya.
I mean, a higher level from there, sabi mo kanina, we go to a higher level. And Barbie, from that level to a higher level, I mean, that advocacy, is it a facade?
I have nothing to explain. There are people that if you explain things, they will still believe whatever they want to believe. As long as in myself, I know I'm true. Whatever I'm doing is really for the good of other people and by paying it forward, I don't need to explain anything. That's how life is. Some people, they need explanation for you to accept, for them to accept you. I don't need everybody to accept me. I don't need everybody to love me. I mean, that's impossible. You cannot. Even Jesus, even God himself, the Lord, not everybody loves him. Sino pa ako? Right? I'm just Barbie. And people will always ask for an explanation. That's a facade. I don't need to explain myself. I am 100% secure about myself. If I want to help out other people, I want to do charity, I'll do it because I want to. It's not because dahil nagpapakabait ako or it's a drama or anything like that. I don't care. At the end of the day, you're not the one who puts food on my table. It's not the one who feels good that if you give food to the children who could not eat 3 times a day, after that you feel really good. Hindi kayo yun, ako. So you guys, you can say whatever you want to say. And then, after that, pag natulog sila, isipin nila kung yung pagsalita nilang ganun, the following day, magkakapera sila at makakakain pa rin sila 3 times a day. That's okay.
So, everybody's waiting for your fall.
Ay!
What will make you fall? I mean, everybody's waiting for Barbie's fall. Parang,
what will make that? Yes.
What will make you fall?
Siguro when I die. When I die, that's my downfall. When you die, because at the end, you elevate to a different level, different life. What will make me fall? Wala. I don't think life is, once you're alive, you cannot fall. You fall down, you commit a mistake, you always stand up.
So if you say that you're gonna die, are you going to hell or heaven?
Ay nako. First of all, I'm not scared to die. I'm proud to say I'm not scared to die. Why? I'm quota in life. I've been to the lowest of the low. I've slept in a jeepney. There were times I haven't eaten anything in life. Panis na sardines. And now, I can eat anywhere I want to eat. I have a titanium, oh no, it's not titanium. Yeah, it's titanium American Express card. I can eat in 5-star restaurant, not 5-star, 3-star Michelin restaurants. Europe, all over the world. But, I'm not scared to die because I'm quota, because I know I have reached the pinnacle of my life. I have helped other people. I've helped my family. I have reached wherever I want to reach. I've gotten everything that I wanted to get. I know I can do more, but the more is by sharing it to other people. Now, you're asking me if I will go to heaven and hell. I cannot decide that. Only God can decide that. It's just like other people. When they judge me, you can't judge me. Only God can judge me.
So, you are telling that, you're just very frank and you're just being
honest. Yeah.
Honest in life, and that is very much misunderstood on you.
Yeah, I think kasi ate, because I come into them as a strong personality. Tapos I'm not super duper ganda. There are people kasi the thing is here in the Philippines, our community, our society, they accept you if you're super duper beautiful. Sweet, petite, beautiful, Marian Rivera look, what do you call it, Christian Hermosa, beautiful face, ganyan-ganyan. Pwede ka mag-inerte. Kung mukha ka naman ni Pilita Corrales at kung sino ang mga hindi ka pwede masyado magmaganda. To each his own. There are different types of beauty. Different tastes of people. People like you, kasi nga there are people who like me for looking like Pilita Corrales. Or there are also other people who doesn't like me for looking like this. It's a taste thing. It's the society. Not everybody is your cup of tea. Oh, taray, cup of tea. Not everyone is your cup of tea.
So, we're just talking about trans world. I mean, what should we change? I mean, ano ba ang kailangan natin from your status now? And
wala naman akong status.
Your status, I mean, what should we change from the younger ones? So the generations of today, what do you think should be changed?
Don't rush it. Wag magmadali. You can't get everything all in one go. You know what I mean? When I see everything in the internet, I have nothing against our escort service sisters, mga herbat sisters. I have nothing against that. One of my daughters is one as well. Not one, 2, I think. And they're in that field. Don't rush it. Don't hurt other people just in order for you to achieve your dreams. That's wrong. God will give you what you need, but not what you want. And if ever you want that thing that you really want, work hard for it, honestly. And God will give it to you. O, diba? Graray, pag-God-God ako, diba? Always ako pag-God-God. But you know what, ate? To be honest, this pandemic taught me to become closer to Him. And this is a story that everybody doesn't know.
So you were not close? You were not very much religious?
Nagseminaryo ako 2 years.
Okay.
I studied in a seminary for 2 years. I studied 1 year in the minor seminary.
Does it also taught, parang, na you should be humble?
Hindi naman ako humble, ate. I'm not humble. Humble ba ako, ate?
Does it taught you to be humble? Parang everyone...
This one here now,
Yeah,
it has taught me that what are your priorities and that are the things that really matter.
So you are telling us that you were
That
not humble
depende.
then?
Until now naman, I'm not humble eh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not humble talaga. God knows that. I like to show off. I like to show my things. I work hard for it. You know, these are gifts presented to me by royalty, by kings, by, not everybody knows me, and I'm proud of that, whatever I've reached in life. But during this pandemic, it taught me to become, what's the right word for that? To know what are the real things in life. Like this clothes, this really diamond-studded Piaget watch, and all of this, anything else that I have in my life, I can never bring them when I die. Matama naman ako ng COVID, tas hindi na ako mabuhay. Wala na, there's no point. So that's why I learned to enjoy life. And then that's why I learned to share whatever I have. Kasi whatever I have in the bank, hindi naman akin lahat. Hindi ko naman, i-share ko na lang. Sobra-sobre. That's why I have children. I have my kids to share. I cannot share everything to the whole world. I can share it only to a few people. Those people who really deserve it. Although sasabihin nila, bakit ka namimili ng tutulungan? Kasi, you have to make sure that when you help another person, they will be able to help also another person. So, extend. Yun ang gusto ko mangyari. Kasi minsan pag tinulungan mo, ayaw nila, tapos na. It stops with them.
Do you have fear?
No.
What is your fear in life?
My God, I'm scared of God. Yun na, sa Kanya na ako scared. Pag humarap na ako sa Kanya, ano ba Lord, carry na ba ako dito? Papasok na ba ako sa heaven? Sa Kanya na ako scared. Am I scared? I was scared of my father, my parents. If you're not scared of your parents, then who are you? But they're gone. They're in heaven already. What am I scared of? I'm scared of, I think one thing pala. Ayun, now I remember what I'm scared of. And I'm scared of losing all of my material stuff. I'm scared of losing Kuya Rayan, Daddy Rayan. He is the one now that keeps me alive. Life. And he's the one who grounds me.
What if that person that grounds you say na, Barbie, I'm also giving up?
He wants to move on na magkaroon siya ng ibang jowa lalaki. Ay, magpapakamatay ako.
Not that to have a family, but after how many years? 25 years. And he'll tell you, Barbie, I'm giving up.
That's a scenario. And it's a possibility to happen, but that's only 20%. Because I know 80% it will never happen. I know. I am secure in our relationship. That is a scenario that it could happen, possibly, but it's like 15-20% only. 80% I am secure with it. And if ever it does happen, who am I to stop him from growing? It will hurt like shit. It will hurt like hell. It will stab you in the heart of so many times. Like parang, what the fuck? Para akong pinukihan ulit ng 10 times. Ganun kasakit. But, if it is for him to grow, because he made me grow. If it's for him to grow, go ahead and grow as well. If I really have to let go, go ahead. That's how life is. You cannot be selfish because we are not each one. We don't own each one. Diba?
If that's not Barbie, what are you now?
I would be.
mean, if that's not it's not the Barbie that you're looking at.
Yeah.
If that's everybody's looking up. What is Barbie? What is your profession?
First of all, I don't want everybody to look up at me. I want them to look at me. I'm not God for you guys to look at me because I'm a contesera, I'm well known. Don't look up at me. No one. Even if you're an artista, you're an influencer, everything, we are all the same. We all shit and pee at the same place. We all sleep. We have boogers when we wake up in the morning. We have stinky breaths. So we're all equal. Even if I have so much, I'm like this, like that, we're all the same. Okay, so let's forget about, don't look up at me. Look at me. Okay? Now, your question was, ano ba yan? Ano sabi ni Madam?
What's your profession?
What's my profession in life? I would probably be, kung hindi ako Barbie, baka pari na ako. Kasi nasa seminaryo ko eh. baka nagpari ako. Oo, kasi nagpari ako eh. Malamang. Or teacher. Hindi ako teacher, maldita ako eh. Kasi yung mga aso ko nga, pinapalo ko eh. Sino kaya ako? Ano kaya ako? Parang,
Ano ka? No.
I don't know. I can't say. I mean, if I wasn't Barbie Arcache, what would I be? Siguro the best answer would really be a pare kasi talagang pumasok ko sa seminaryo. Ate, bakla ka na nga. Binigyan ka pa ni Lord ng chance na pumasok sa seminaryo twice. Una, alam na nga bakla ka eh. Ba't pa niya ka pinapasok? Ay, kung masama ka pala, God will not allow you to go inside the seminary. Diba? Sabi nila, pangalawang chance, binigyan pa ako ng isa pang chance. Pinasok pa niya ako, tinanggap pa niya ulit ako sa seminaryo. Bakit? Siguro maybe I have a calling. Diba? Makasabi naman tao, ano ba naman si Barbie? Religious pa. Hindi naman talaga siya religious.
You're talking about religion.
I'm not.
Your lifestyle. What should everyone learn from you? I mean, not of your flamboyant life and your everything that you have, that material
yes.
thing and the very beautiful mansion that you have. What should everybody learn from you?
I keep on posting this since 2010. Good things happen to good people. So do good, no matter what. Even if the world kicks you in the guts, even the world puts you down, even if you have so much questions to God, nasabihin ni God, bakit Lord mo kung pinaganon ito? Still do good. You can never go wrong with being good. People will say be kind. Ako good. Goodness. Because goodness is innate. Kindness can be faked.